Well, I met Bill Cooper probably 5 years ago or so. I was a undergraduate student at Central Michigan. I was there getting my undergraduate degree in health, fitness, and exercise science. And upon getting ready to graduate, I needed to do an internship working at a gym using my degree in the field of personal training. And being from Michigan, I sent a resume in, came down and interviewed with, I believe, Atlanta, and it's not Carson still, is it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yep.
With her, when I came into Muskegon, I got the internship deal, and I worked with her and Mary Sue. And during my time there, I met Bill while working there as an intern, and I've known him ever since. I worked there for about 8 months because after I graduated from Central Michigan, they kept me on and let me work there for another about 4 months on staff. They're working at the front desk as well as personal training my own clients. And then I left there and moved out to New Jersey and got my master's in athletic training. I thought that Bill was probably one of the smartest businessmen that I had ever met. I thought that what he did with the Omni in terms of creating not only a place to work out, but an atmosphere where everybody in Muskegon would have a chance to meet more people, because the Omni wasn't just a place to work out. It was kind of like a little family in a sense. And like I said, that's why I go back there as often as I do, even though I don't work there anymore. I thought that he always made sure that he created an environment where there was something for everybody, whether you were in high school and you were working out because you were trying to get ready for high school sports, or if you were middle-aged and you were trying to stay in shape, or you were a senior and you wanted to kind of get back into shape or in better shape. I think that the Omni had something for everybody, and the daycare obviously allowed for those who had kids to still come in and be able to work out and stuff. So it was always clear that he was always thinking, that he was always concerned with not just what he thought might be successful, but again, what would work well for a lot of people. So I thought that was very, creative on his part, and it showed that he didn't just think about what I like or, what one person liked, but he thought about everybody as a whole. And I think that, that helped to make the Omni a success, and one of the few businesses here that has continued over the last few years. So, as a person, considering I still talk to him, I have his cell phone number in my phone. The last time I was home back in Muskegon, he and another friend of mine that used to work at the Omni with me, Broderick Foster, we all met up and went out to lunch at Buffalo Wild Wings. So on a personal level, I would consider him a friend. I consider that he not only hired myself and Broderick to work there, but like you said, a lot of high school kids, and he gave us an opportunity if we were, going away to school, to come back and still help out at the front desk and such. So I think that he did take an interest in everybody that worked there. I mean, everybody knew him. It wasn't just some boss that sat up in their office that nobody knew, or they only knew him, knew about him because of his name or because he was the owner of the club. I think that everybody knew him on a personal level, and I think that he made sure that that's how it was. He didn't wait for people to come upstairs to come see him. He was always floating around through the club, whether if he wasn't working out or if he was just, mingling with members there. I think that everybody knew him beyond just Bill Cooper, owner of the Omni. Said, I'm not surprised that is something that he's done and that he's doing, because like I said, he always tried to make, things at the Omni more copacetic for everybody there. Whether he, was changing a room so that it was more enticing for people to come in there and work out, or more comfortable to work out, kind of like with the women's center deal, designating a room just for women to go in there, so that women would still come in and use the club and not feel uncomfortable to go in the weight room because you got guys in there in wife beaters screaming and banging weights around, So I'm not surprised that that's something he's doing, because again, he's always shown me to have a good eye for taking care of people. No, Bill was always real approachable. He'll talk your ear off though, so if you were going to talk to him, you better have some cue cards ready, because if you got on a subject, especially one that he was interested in, he was ready to run with that conversation, and you might not get a word in other than, right, yeah, okay, I got that. But no, I mean, he was like I said, he gave you something, and he might not have thought anything about that. He might have thought it was just, in the conversation, and it went in one ear and out the other. But that's something that, like I said, I think about all the time. Like I said, after I went and left the Omni and went to grad school, I got my master's in athletic training. And upon graduating from Seton Hall University, I got a job with the New York Jets, and I worked with the New York Jets as one of their assistant athletic trainers for the 2004 season. And then upon completion of the 2004 season, I took the head baseball athletic trainer's position at Rutgers University. And I was there for a year, working with the baseball team at Rutgers University. And then as the baseball season was kind of winding down, Dick Vermeil, who at the time was the head coach for the Kansas City Chiefs, retired. And Herm Edwards, who was the head coach in New York with the Jets, took that job. He brought my boss and myself and another one of the staff members that was there in '04 out to Kansas City with him. And I have been working as one of the assistant athletic trainers for the Kansas City Chiefs for about this past season was my 4th season with them, so I've been with them since '06. So kind of like my roots and everything in terms of what I'm doing now started when I was working at the Omni as a personal trainer.